global player if you want to see us in all our glory. And you can also see the handsome man, the icon, the legend, and my girlfriend's boss. That is Mr. Boy George.
Yeah. Gone for this whole gnome look today. It's really weird.
George was just saying it's quite green in your studio, isn't it?
It is.
I've forgotten how green it is. Yeah, I felt like I was doing an advert for Paddy Power. My dad could have done an advert.
Kept them going, didn't he?
Yeah, no, he's not alive anymore, but he could have done it, yeah.
How are you?
Good, yeah.
It's so strange now because I know how you are. I just asked you, but I know how you are.
You're kind of family, you two, really, aren't you?
Yeah, George is part of our family, and I'm on the outside of his looking in still.
Well, there's this sort of hierarchy. There's like Tiff, the cats. And I don't know where you and I come next. You're before me, I think.
No, I don't think. Well, it depends. It depends.
Do more stuff with her, so I guess she must like you more.
Morning, Tiff.
Hello, Tiff. Tiff's in the building as well.
To like strange places with her. You don't go anywhere with. You don't go to Dubai with me for the weekend, do you?
Well, there you go.
I
got the jungle with you.
Sequin deep. It's a sequin. I was about to say it's a sequin deep love affair, but after we went to the jungle.
You did.
And it is kind of strange. I'd say like we're doing this 2 nights before. We know what they're going through.
Yeah.
I know.
We know what's coming.
They're now in their houses, isolated from each other, and they've no idea what's about to hit.
What if they got their phones?
I don't. I mean, I can't.
I don't know what you're talking
I wonder if any of them have sneaked out
Oh, yeah, could have been.
to say hello to someone else.
It's just that thing of like, because even if you explained it to people, you still can't convince. You know, because I've had friends say, "Oh, what do you think?" And I go, I don't know if you'll be able to cope, but you never know how someone's going to cope, you know?
So the very short story is the fact that when I was in isolation before I went into the jungle, and then George was in isolation a few days after me, because I think he had to. Didn't you come from like Mexico or something ludicrous?
Oh, did you? I didn't know that.
And so
it was very stressful.
well, you
life sucks, doesn't it?
I had like 10 days off in Mexico, which was heaven, because I didn't do holidays, so it's quite nice for me.
George's work schedule is ludicrous because George loves to work. He likes to
That's how I relax.
be busy,
being famous.
But the weird thing is, you can relax. Like you can, I've seen you at home sitting on your chair watching Tipping Point, loving it. But then your work schedule is so. George, there's so much to talk about. Before I'm going to get so mixed up.
Yeah.
When we're in Australia, so I'd worked out where George's house was going to be,
right,
and where he's going to be staying, and I obviously knew where I was staying, and you weren't allowed. Thank you, and you weren't allowed to leave. So obviously, one day I sneaked out,
and I found through the wire fence. It was like Hollyoaks,
and I found George, and I walked past, and I tried to get their attention, couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
So I kept walking, and I sneaked back, and then I'm like, George, Sadie, because he had Sadie with him, George, and then I just hear Sadie go, George, it's Chris. and he goes, oh my God. And we were literally like through a wire fence talking to each other. Well, you're right, yeah, you good.
You just mentioned Sadie, and I have to say the one typo I have realised in my book is where I say she drinks. She's been sober for like a year. All the typos. Totally sober. I'm like, I never wrote that.
Oops.
I never wrote that.
She drinks
juice,
water, coffee.
She drinks coconut water and I drink red wine sometimes.
That's what you meant.
George's work schedule is ludicrous. So George, now there's a couple of things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the book, which is out now, which is called Karma. But George is also doing panto.
I hear it's bland.
There's nothing bland about you, George, whatsoever. George goes and does rehearsal for the panto, and then did about 6 shows in Blackpool, something like that.
So 6 shows.
Yeah.
So that's 6 shows were amazing.
And then he jumps on a plane, flies to New York, spends about 3-4 days in New York, then flies back because he has to launch the book, Karma.
Right.
Literally on the day he gets back.
I went in the studio as well because I had to finish something for someone.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Oh, really?
So I was like, quick, get that done. And I don't know, I think it's definitely how you look at it. I think I've just never been one of these like, oh, I'm tired, or scratching my head. I don't know. When I'm tired, I'm tired. I just go, and it always seems to come when I'm not doing anything.
Keeping the momentum
Which is handy, because whenever I get unwell, it's always like in a pocket where there's nothing going on. So it's like my body must go, right, be unwell for 2 days. You got a load of stuff coming. But I love what I do, so I think that makes a big difference, you know.
Definitely.
The book is Boy George Karma, which is out now. It's his autobiography.
That's a great cover as well, George.
It's beautiful.
We were saying, because you've written a book. You've written a what do you say? What?
Someone went the other day, how many filters did it take to get that done? And I went, not enough to take you look good. No, I won't say the word because I've been told not to swear.
Well done. Good save. Good save.
Now,
Photoshop is my friend.
If you know anything about George, you'll know that George is honest.
Yes, of course.
There's not much, and I say this with peace and love, there's not much of a filter.
No.
There.
Only in photos.
That's the only filter you'll get with George. Now, you did write a book. How many years would this be now? 20 years ago?
I've done 3. That's my 3rd one. And by the way, it's not definitive. There's more to come.
Well, this is it.
I've got the bug for writing again. I'm like, I like this.
Do you feel that you're getting more, even though I don't think it's possible, more honest and to hell with it, I'm going to write this as it was?
I don't think I'm cruel. Like 20 years ago, I would have been like, oh, you know, you're horrible and you're fat or something, you know, I've been really personal. Now it's like, now I'm a bit like, what can I say that's helpful?
Right,
Bitchy but soulful. I think that's the policy, you know, it's like, what can I say that might help you be nicer to people next time you meet them?
So that's the opposite to people.
But bitchy funnies is always entertaining.
No, bitchy, I mean, listen, you know, I think you can be honest. There's certain people in the book, Madonna, we're never going to be mates. It's too late. We're past that now.
Yeah.
As someone had come up to me from TMZ and went, what, we've got anything to say about Madonna? I said, we have a love-hate relationship. I love her, she hates me.
The other thing,
I was like playfully, because there's always hope, isn't there?
It's not exactly.
There's always hope that pigs will fly, hell will freeze over.
You never know. You never know, do you?
I think being cynical is good, though. Like a little bit. I'm humorous and cynical, and optimistic.
Do you talk about Madonna in the book?
Yeah, quite a few times. Yeah, my friend said it made him spit out his tea. It was so funny because I am nice about her, but I'm also not nice. Well, it's just an opinion.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know, it's just an opinion. It's not like the Bible.
Yeah, just being honest.
It's just me.
Yeah.
It's me saying, you know,
but it's
what
your
I think about things and how I feel.
Yeah,
I can honestly tell you that George has written this. You know, it's like, this is literally everything out of George's head has gone into this book, and I said this earlier before you got here. Your memory is remarkable
and selective.
Well, yeah, but deliberately so. But you know, you had a life.
A life.
Well, no, but as in, you know, you've.
Let me lick the mic.
Stick that on eBay, Dom.
Oh yeah, blimey.
Well, DNA, we'll clone him.
Sell the muff.
But your memory is remarkable. So if I said to you, like, because I've said to you before, because we spend a lot of time together, and I've often just pick your brain. I'll go, did you ever meet Prince? You'll go, I sang with Prince. And I'll go, really? And I'll go, yeah, what happened was, and you'll tell me almost the backstory leading up to performing with Prince.
I never sang with Prince, unfortunately. Stevie Wonder, yeah.
Stevie Wonder.
Luther Vandross, definitely. That was amazing. But Prince I met, and he was so bizarre.
Yeah.
And it was one of the times when I was drinking. I had some champagne, a quick drink. Someone sent for me, Prince wants to meet you, so I went over. I remember I had these silver earrings on, though, sort of quite long for me, because I don't wear jewellery. And he commented on the earrings straight away, and then after a couple of seconds, he goes, I'll sit down. So I sat down. And then, so imagine you're the table, right?
Yeah.
It's like Donatella Versace. If you could be there. No.
Thank you. Oh, so yeah.
Naomi Campbell. Kate Moss. Naomi Campbell's over there. Kate Moss, Bianca Chagga, whatever. Yeah. Not a single word was said for 10 minutes.
Oh really?
Chris is chatty. Yeah. I'm chatty. Yeah. You know, I often think, why can't I be quiet? That wasn't one of those moments. I was like, oh my God, I wish I spoke Italian. And then this plate of carbonara arrived, and he started feeding it to his wife, and I thought, this is a good opportunity to leave.
He was feeding carbonara to his wife?
He was feeding carbonara. Sounds like a Prince lyric, doesn't it?
Feeding carbonara to my wife. Lovely. Oh, let's get that recorded, George.
It was hilarious, and I was like, enjoy your dinner. enjoy feeding her, you'll do that.
I'll be off now, Prince. Bye-bye.
But I didn't walk away thinking I felt like, that was kind of an interesting, it took years to sort of really appreciate the madness of that moment and what I would have done now.
Yeah.
I'd have gone, right, cheer up, dear. What's wrong with you? You've got nothing to say. I would have done that. I would have been like my mum, because I just said what I thought. But there was a time when I would kind of put up with it. No, I would never put up with it.
I've not read all the book, but from my research on you before when I've interviewed you, there's a couple of things that I've never asked you. I once heard you say in an interview, and I don't know if it was a throwaway line or the truth, that you've kept a lot of love letters from your exes.
I had kept a few, and then about 4 or 5 years ago, I decided to get rid of a load because I thought they don't serve any purpose other than to what.
Yeah.
They're not. It's not like I was sitting there going, "Oh, this is so romantic and lovely." Like when I'm 75, I'd be like, "Cup of coffee." It wasn't stuff to reminisce over. It was a bit like kind of just what was going on at the time.
Yeah.
Which there's humour to it, but also you just think it doesn't serve me. So let's get rid of it. So I got rid of it. I burnt it. I burnt those letters you've been sending me. Is there a lyric somewhere?
8 bin bags of letters later, burnt in the back garden.
Of course, you always regret it. It's like, why did I burn that one?
Yeah.
I should have kept that one. But
you're right, though.
I don't want to be in that sort of feeling anymore.
Past,
it's quite liberating.
You can
look back, but don't stare.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
That's what they say.
That's good.
That's a great line.
It's Gary Barlow line. George's book from the flood is out now, and it's called Karma, and I recommend and obviously it's got the pictures in, which is
there's no index, which is really crafty, so you can't just look it up and go, what's it said about me?
Oh, that's
you
good.
have to read it, bitches.
I know where I am, page 268. I'm not daft.
Oops, I said that word. It's my own opinion. Sorry, oops.
Sorry, all.
Is that swearing? I didn't even know.
George's book is out now, and he's I
said witches.
He said
snitches.
There's all about Culture Club's rise and how it all began for them, and then
how it all went Greek,
taking over the world.
Tragedy.
It's amazing. Now, so that book is out now. Order it now. I'm telling you, order it now. You'll love it. It's a great read.
It's chatty.
Good.
It's chatty and catty.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
nice.
Now, the other thing George is doing is he's doing panto.
Oh, no, he's not.
Oh, yes, he is. And you know what?
He's actually.
I have to be honest here and say that when I first sort of decided to do it, I was a little bit arch about the whole process. And when I went to do it, I've only been to see one panto. That was last year. I went to see Julian Clary in Aladdin.
Right.
And it was hilarious. And I thought, I wonder why I've never been before. And then I got asked to do this. And it really doesn't make sense to you on stage and the kids are there. Once the kids start booing you, it's like, it's just like, what I get up for? And then you actually get the chance to really become the person, because the kids want you to be like, nasty. And it's so sweet. And kids are amazing.
Is it great?
It is absolutely exhilarating. Like, literally, I can't wait to go back. We did 6 shows in Blackpool, which is basically the nicest place on the planet. People are so friendly. Every single person was like, can you stop being nice? You're not in the mood for people being nice. You just want to get up and have an early morning.
Character.
They're nice.
Stop being friendly.
But you were saying that what you love about it is that when you walk on stage, the kids are like, they want to boo you, but they don't want to boo you at the same time, because they kind of like the character, but they know they should boo. And
it depends what their mums told them about Boy George. Because obviously the mum said he's lovely, he's from the 80s, you've got to like him. But then some kids really believe in the character, and that's what you want.
Yeah, definitely.
You want them to actually believe that you're a baddie, and but they kind of like there's a deliciousness to Captain Hook that's like a bit like. And you get to do one-liners, which is hilarious. So you get to sort of sometimes, depending on who's in the house, I do this one scene where I say, tell me you've booked Jane McDonnell for tonight's shit's karaoke. And, it gets a big laugh. And depending on if someone else is there, if you turn up, I'll be like, Chris turns up, he'll get it in Leeds.
Oh, great.
Tell me you booked Chris Moyles to DJ tonight. That'll be something like that. And you'll get up and work it, though.
It's a massive show, though. The thing, it's not like, there's like 100 cast members.
That's a big show. I mean, the story is, it's Peter Pan is a classic story about good and bad, You know what I mean? So kids love the whole wonder, love the fact that he can fly. And Jordan Conway is playing Peter Pan is a bit of a heartthrob. All the girls are there and their eyelashes are all in love with him.
And it's time.
It's mine,
You should go and see it. It is, so Liverpool, it starts back up again in December and it is going to be, it's all arena shows. It's a huge show. Yes. Liverpool and then Cardiff and then Birmingham, then Aberdeen, Glasgow, Nottingham, and then in London right at the beginning of January.
I'll be everywhere. Over Christmas. You won't be able to escape me.
Literally is everywhere.
Oh, yes, we will.
Oh, no, you won't.
Look at it.
You were too late.
I love how you embrace it, because even now I can never predict what you're, like I go, George doing panto. I don't think so. I don't think so. And then Tiff goes, oh my God, he's loving it. He's all over the rehearsal. And then when the live show started, Tiff's like, he's in his element.
Well, because I also had some other news, because I knew I was going to be doing panto, but I also knew I was heading to Broadway, so I thought,
Oh, hello.
Perfect. Just a way to kind of, get myself ready for America as well. So that was like, okay, panto. And actually, panto is a craft.
Oh, 100%.
Funny isn't easy. I'm not saying like, I should get a medal for being funny, but who knew I was as funny as I am?
I was as excellent as I am.
It's one of those places where your sense of that sort of not knowing who you are works.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. Like, I'm down to earth, aren't I? As I'm having like a sequined,
Who knew how brilliant I was? Honestly.
I'm great.
That's part of my policy. Come on, if you don't think you're great.
If you've not, Dom, you're not seeing the posters.
If you don't think you're great, what's the point?
The posters for Peter Pan, one of the quotes says, it's brilliant. And the quote's from George.
It's brilliant. I'm in it.
No, honestly, kids loved it.
No,
I watched the thing yesterday, because when you watch those things, or the audience reaction, think, oh my God.
Yeah.
What they're going to say.
Yeah.
If it's someone like dressed like me, they're going to say, it's amazing. But, because there's a few of those. But kids are like, totally love it.
It's magical, I think.
Yeah, they're like sort of interesting. He can fly and all that stuff. They really get taken away with
Absolutely.
it. So once you're in that space and you see them, you suddenly realise, oh my God, this is part of the show.
Yeah.
There's a bit where they throw cannonballs at me. And they're just so happy to try to get me. I'm like, come on!
If you're going to go and see it, it's go to peterpantix.com if you want to get tickets to see George in panto.
A very modest performance.
You should.
Yes.
And when he comes on stage, don't boo, cheer.
Yeah.
Boo, 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 loud as you can.
The book is out now, Karma, and the audio book as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I love an audio book.
Yeah, it's quite funny.
How long did it take you to record it?
Well, days, on and off, there's a few things I kept saying, I didn't write that, change it. A lot of that. I didn't say that, that's how I said it.
Yeah.
Spencer throwing his oar in unnecessarily. I don't need to use that word. I wanted it to sound like me gossiping,
authentic.
Talking,
yeah.
As I would absolutely say it, because, what's that saying? Do spectacular things in an ordinary way.
Right.
Because when you're talking about what you've been through, it sounds like you're showing off, but no, actually.
Just a matter of fact.
By the way, I know you're just another person.
Yeah.
Like him. Just a person.
Yeah.
I'm a radio icon. I'm a legend, love.
But, you're also a person.
I'm modest.
Which is cat.
Legend first.
Legend.
Person second. So George is going out he's going to do Moulin Rouge in New York, which is going to be amazing.
Congratulations, that's amazing.
Yeah, and again, you step into that thing of you've got to work with loads of. It's like that's what's great about Peter Pan, is that you're in the ensemble thing and you can't be egotistical, even if you want to be. You can't, and you have to kind of wait your turn, and it's quite interesting.
But honestly,
like an ego doing ensemble pieces, but it's
on
fun.
Broadway.
Your work ethic is to be admired. So panto, and then you'll go straight to New York
with a little gig in Puerto Rico.
Oh, stop! Really?
In between, but that's what we're doing, it.
Do you need you need a DJ for that? Don't you?
Possibly.
You need a DJ? Yeah, I think I could.
Oh, there you go.
Christmas though.
Do you want to carry my records?
Yeah, I'll carry your records. No problem.
PeterPantix.com. Go see George and Peter Pan, and the book Karma, which is available now. And honestly, just get it, because it's a great,
and also 2 new songs on the audiobook. You get them not with the book, but you get 2 new. Yeah,
great.
Really? You can actually play. It's got guitars on. Don't try it, bitch. Religion. It's very Radio X. But are you brave enough? You're not, are you?
No.
So sad. I feel sorry for you.
No, I am brave enough. Stop. Calm down. I've just plugged the hell out of everything going. I won't get told off when I go home. Ladies and gentlemen, the book, the panto, the Moulin Rouge, Mr. Boyd Shaw.
Yeah.
The Chris Moyles